Out for another ride. 4 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. Time to make a trip to that favorite spot of mine, Costco. Yeah, they got a few coupon specials going on right now that ends tonight. I'll go ahead and get the last bit of that. So that's what I'm out and about doing. I'll go ahead and use the little have the camera pointing towards the, well, let me get it kind of straightened out a little bit. It's on the crooked side of things. Get that tightened down. That's tightened down. Yeah, I'll keep this perspective for today, for right now. Yep. What are we going to talk about now? Let's see. Get this phone out of the sun. Said it tends to overheat on these hot days. Not going to be a big issue this time around because I'm just going to Costco, but sometimes I'm navigating through areas that I'm not familiar with, and I use the GPS on my phone to do all that. And when the phone goes out halfway through the trip, that can be a little troublesome. All right. So, seen this road a few times. Kind of take you to one of the really generally populated shopping centers that houses Costco and a few other places, Hobby Lobby, and quite a few restaurants all over that way. Just about 2 miles. Nice little ride. Didn't adjust my mirrors. Gonna do that now. Alrighty. Those are a couple things I said I was going to talk about. I'm going to expand on one of the topics that I talked a little bit earlier about, and that's bucket lists. Well, more specifically, the bucket list item that I have, which was creating as one of my add-on projects, creating a 4-lane bowling alley. So many of you guys know that I've been involved in bowling my whole life, since I was 11, 12 years old. I have a rich, strong history in the world of bowling, in the youth programs, and then I became a director of the nation's top youth bowling program, the Greater LA Junior All-Stars Traveling League, producing more pros than any other group in the entire world. I used to love making that announcement at our sessions. And then after that, I became president of the National Bowling Association. So I have a lot of very rich, strong foundation in the world of bowling. And I kind of wanted to give back a little by creating a 4-lane training center. I bought my house 3.5 blocks from South Point, which is the largest bowling arena in the world, or for competitive bowling, let's put it that way. So they have a dedicated tournament facility as well as a general public center, over 120 lanes total. So anyway, a lot of competitions going over there 3 blocks away. And my concept was to offer a training center. I have been exposed to a lot of real high-end training centers at the International ITRC, International, oh boy, I'm going to call it International Training and Resource Center in Arlington, Texas, at the USBC campus in Arlington, Texas. Whoa, a little bump there. And yeah, there are a lot of sophisticated analysis tools that's used to help analyze bowlers and help them out with their game. And then there's also the Kegel Center out in Florida that I frequented a couple times. And so there's software from Kegel. Anyway, it's definitely been a mission and a dream of mine to have the training center, and that's actually was the foundation of my deciding the property that I decided on. I wanted to have enough land to be able to build a bowling alley, so that was part of the selection criteria. And so that's what led to the purchase almost 7 years ago. I bought it in October 2018. And thought that I would have a bowling alley up and running in the next 6 months or so. And here it is almost 7 years later, and no bowling center. And kind of highlighted some of the things that kind of led to the delay. Started off with the forest fires that caused a huge demand in forest fires as well as I think a hurricane during the time 2018, 2019 thereabouts, and caused a huge demand on lumber and wood. Yeah, to the point that it raised the wood prices by 8 times what it was going for before those events. And so I tried to hold off and wait for the prices to settle down, and then COVID hit, and that delayed everything. Nothing was being done. No labor, no materials. It was hard to get. And, anyway, so that, going through COVID, and then shortly after that, in 2022, I was faced with an issue with my spine and had to have surgery on my neck. Vertebrae C, 4, 5, and 6 were fused in that instance, and that hampered my recovery from that. To be honest with you, it's still ongoing. I don't think I haven't fully recovered from that. Something that added to that was more recently was the fact that I did have bone on bone for both my knees, for my right knee both of them, and my right knee was a little bit more gone than the left knee. And with that being said, I decided to have surgery So you have a total knee replacement on my right knee. And coming up on Monday, this Monday, tomorrow, is going to be 11 weeks or 12 weeks. I think it's 12 weeks this Monday. No, it'll be 11 weeks this Monday since my clean out surgery. And 3 months prior to that, I had the actual total knee replacement. So it's been the better part of 6 months that I've been recovering from my right knee surgery. And then after I get to a certain point, I'm going to have my left knee done. And so, but back to the subject at hand, my project of building a bowling center is now 50-50 as far as if it's a go or no go. If I don't recover to the point that I could actually run a facility like that and or participate in bowling, I just can't fathom the thought of investing that much into a facility and not be able to carry it out the way it should be carried out. So I gotta play that by ear and see how well I recover to be able before I commit to doing that. So, but and I guess I should have thrown in there as far as the delays. Clark County requires quite a few things, and getting prepared for a new build or new buildings to be put up on a property. And I wasn't aware of many of those loops and hurdles and things like that. And that's pretty much delayed things a year and a half now. Getting soil reports and then also a grading plan for the new building. And a lot of complications happen with that in my specific instance because of the age of my property and the fact that the current requirements are extremely stringent on my house and when it was built. So it's a lot of things. My house was completely out of compliance, but I'm grandfathered from that perspective. But adding any new structures, those structures are supposed to be brought to current code. And making that happen was extremely complicated. So, sorry, I'm kind of getting to my destination here and getting a little complicated driving through this area. But so anyway, bottom line is that bucket list item of having the bowling alley may not happen, but then again may happen. And one of the key things is I have 75-80% of all the things that I need for it. I bought 2 sets of bowling lanes, pin setters, oil machine, scoring system, everything you need for 2 lanes. And I actually have another set of just the wood of the synthetic lane that I've purchased. And I already own that. So and all that's been stored. How you doing? All that's has been stored in my RV garage for the past 5.5, 6 years. So I've already invested and got a good portion of the equipment. The only thing I will need now is I want to have, instead of four, how you doing? Instead of, I have AMF equipment right now, and I don't want to have all AMF. I want to have a mixture of two AMF and two Brunswick. So if I do go forward, I want to replace two of the four lanes with Brunswick lane beds and Brunswick pin setters. So anyway, that's about the size of it. I'm here at my destination, and we'll catch back up on the next video. Take care. Let me turn this around, do a proper goodbye wave. So please leave a comment as to whether or not I should or should not build my bowling lanes and why. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.